Breaking news today. Kim and Putin. Ammunition-seeking pals. A lot of ground can be found between Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un. Both rarely leave the house. The head of the Kremlin has not left the country so far in 2018. Add 4 years to that for Kim. The emergence of Russia and North Korea as rogue states has been similarly alleged. Both are subject to strict regulations from other countries. There is much mutual criticism of American hegemony from both governments. Having a common foe can be a unifying factor for world leaders. And the same holds true for Putin and Kim. Their union is a match made in 2023 geopolitical realities, if not in heaven. What, a bromance? Actually, no. The leaders of Russia and North Korea are less demonstrative in public displays of affection than former U.S. President Donald Trump, who once declared that he and Kim Jong-un fell in love. However, Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un both value the prospects of improved ties. Benefits galore. Where then is the benefit to the Kremlin? To begin, North Korea has a massive defense industry with the ability to mass-produce weapons. Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine makes Pyongyang a potentially crucial source of armaments for Moscow. According to Washington, Moscow probably already clicked that. The U.S. claims that Russia is actively seeking supplies of ammunition and artillery shells from North Korea as part of arms talks the two countries have been actively advancing in. There has been no official word on that from Russia. There have, however, been numerous overt indications that Russia and North Korea intend to increase their military cooperation. When Sergei Shoigu traveled to North Korea in July to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the Korean armistice, he made history as the first Russian defense minister to visit the country since the fall of the Soviet Union. Kim Jong-un took Mr. Shoigu on a guided tour of a weapons display. The defense minister has also dropped hints about future joint military drills. Former Russian Foreign Minister Andrei Kozyrev thinks it is a huge embarrassment for Russia's great power propaganda that they are searching for weapons in North Korea, one of the poorest and least developed countries in the world and an isolated country. In a video call from his current home in the United States, Mr. Kozyrev was able to speak with me. No major power would seek an alliance with or buy weapons from North Korea. Kim and Kith. However, a global revolutionary power could. Vladimir Putin has shown his resolve to reshape the international system in Russia's favor by launching a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Possible additional indicators include military cooperation with North Korea. It would be a major policy shift if Moscow and Pyongyang were to sign an arms deal. Russia supported UN Security Council sanctions against North Korea for its nuclear weapons program up until very recently. The sale of weapons to North Korea is prohibited by the sanctions. Moscow had put its signature to those Security Council resolutions, the Russian tabloid Moskovsky Komsomolets reminded readers of last week. Then it continued. Forget it. It is possible to revoke a signature. The paper cited statements made by Fyodor Lukyanov, chairman of Russia's Council on Foreign and Defense Policy. For quite some time, people have been wondering why Russia is continuing to comply with these sanctions. The entire structure of international relations is in complete disarray. Obviously, the United Nations sanctions are justified. It's tough to argue with that. They got our vote. Yet things are now different. Our vote should be nullified, so why not? That must have sounded great to Kim Jong-un. As one, forever? Is there anything else that North Korea could want from Russia? Humanitarian aid to help North Korea's starving people is a safe bet. Pyongyang has reportedly been looking to Russia for cutting-edge satellite and military technology, perhaps even for nuclear-powered submarines. Moscow may very well need to replenish its munition stocks after more than a year and a half of a war that has gone badly wrong for Russia. It is possible that it sees a deal with Pyongyang as a means to that end. However, Russia's war machine will not suddenly stop working if North Korea stops helping. Andrei Kozyrev, a former Russian foreign minister, says that contrary to popular belief, Putin is not in a desperate situation. For a long time, and with some adjustments, he can keep this up. Every day, he finds new ways to avoid sanctions and work with authoritarian governments like China's, North Korea's, and some in Africa. That can't be the plan going forward. However, it serves as a workaround for the time being. And perhaps for a long time to come.